Alright, hello and welcome guys, Jsk10 here. I just finished doing a 1000 subscribers thank you video with Robin. It's going to be uploaded very soon. He's rendering it right now. And he just had to like leave for a couple of minutes. So I decided to do a vlog that I promised to do in the thank you video. It's rather one of a personal vlog because I know it sounds weird, but lately I've been thinking a lot about death and the choices that you need to make, to take. I already did a video about decisions. And I realized lately how much some decisions actually mean to the rest of your life. And how some decisions can change the entire way how your life turns out to be. Well, you might need a little backstory on why I was thinking about this, because it's quite a horrible thing to think about. It's because that it's quite a long time ago now, the 11th of January, a young 19-year-old guy got shot like 5 minutes bike ride from here. And at first, I just thought it was horrible. I saw it in the newspapers, and saw that it was near me, and that just made it a little bit scary. But I've heard about that earlier, because there's, like, really close to me, there is one of the biggest gangs in Denmark, like, in the Copenhagen area, called VHK, or in Danish, Værbos Hårde Kerne, which would directly translate into Værbro, which is like city area. Hårde, which is hard, like tough, and Kerne, which is like center, like a middle piece of something. So there's always been shooting and knife things. I don't know how you say that, but you know what I mean. So there's always been like violence, and not really very much gun violence, but knife violence in the area. So it's not that unusual that you heard about a shooting. So just as I always thought that it was kind of horrible, but I didn't really think much of it. Then later, I started seeing on Facebook there was all these like rest in peace statuses, and I didn't really think much of it until I asked one of my friends who did one of these why there's some rest in peace. And then they made me realize who this 19-year-old guy was. Turns out this 19-year-old guy, who funnily enough, well not funnily, is also called Jonathan, or was also called Jonathan. Oh, God, focus. Doing an important vlog here. It's not time to fuck up. Yes, no, maybe not, no. Right. Is funnily enough also called Jonathan. He got shot. And the scary part isn't that he was called Jonathan, because he could have been called anything. But, oh my god, camera, autofocus. The scary part is really that he went to my school a couple of years ago. And I remember him as like being like the big kid, like the cool 9th grade. 9th grade is the largest, highest grade in Denmark before you get to university. So he was like the cool kid and shit for me. Like in snowball fights, we were like running around behind him, because he was like the big guy who like protected us all. And I remember thinking of him like that, and seeing him and like talking to him. Nothing really personal. He wasn't like a personal close friend of me, but I remember him, and that just makes it kind of scary. Also, what's it called? His little sister, this guy who died, still goes on my school. Or it's obviously very, very horrible for her as well to have such an experience. So yeah, basically it's just horrible things that make you think about the decisions and how much they can have an effect on your life. So yeah, horrible stuff happens. Really does. Very, very horrible stuff happens. But that just really made me think. And hopefully it'll make you guys think as well. Think about death. Think about that. Think about who you are around. Who you find, like, who do you hang out with? Is it the good guys, the nerds that, like, I don't know, call them nerds, but you know, the guys you hang around with, do they know how to act socially, or are they gang members, or do they do criminal things? Because, as far as I know, he was not a member of a gang. He just had friends there. So basically, they shot an innocent man. It makes it even more horrible. So all in all, it's just the worst possible combination that I could think of for me. And just showed me how close some of that shit really is to me. And it's to all my friends and my sister and my parents. All the people that I know. How close that is also to them. And one thing that possibly scared me more, one thing that made me think that also, one thing that's very scary is, obviously it's really scary that we have those shootings where young men and women die, which is horrible in itself, but we have so many, like, we have so much knife, like, people getting stabbed with knives. We have so much of it that it doesn't even get featured in the news anymore. It's just, that's how it is. Nobody really thinks about it. That's just how the world works, apparently. As horrible as it is. So I cannot do other than think in remembrance of him and hope all well for him and his family. Yeah. So, it's a little poetic thing here. Life, it's like a match. A lot of things affect a match. Some matches burn out fast. Some matches take longer time to burn out. And live a long and happy life. But eventually, they'll all go out. But some things can affect them to have a shorter life. Such as a gunshot. Get into life as quickly as blowing out a match. So think about the decisions you make in life. That must be the result of this entire thing. So I hope that also made you think as much as it made me think. Hopefully did. So we can do nothing much more than salute and hope for the best for him, his family, well, for him he's dead, but for his family, for the rest of life. So yeah, hope it made you think as much as it made me think of the decisions in life, how much they really affect the rest of your life. So think about who you hang out with, and think about the decisions you make in life. I will salute you, Jonathan V. Taborowski. I salute you. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you liked it. It's a bit of a weird and, not weird, but a personal vlog. Probably more of these, but this just had a really good spark for making a vlog. So, I don't think there's much more to say than thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.
Bye.